Chapter 2. Mastering the Dichotomy of Control. The conference room was tense. A team of executives sat around the table, their faces etched with frustration. A critical deal had fallen through at the last minute, and now fingers were pointing in every direction. At the head of the table sat Elena, the team leader, whose calm demeanor stood in stark contrast to the chaos around her. She knew the truth: the deal's failure was out of their hands. What mattered now was how they responded. "Let's focus on what we can control," she said, cutting through the noise. It wasn't just a management tactic, it was a philosophy rooted in the Stoic principle of the dichotomy of control. Epictetus, one of Stoicism's most influential thinkers, taught that our peace lies in distinguishing between what we can and cannot control. This deceptively simple concept has profound implications for how we approach life's challenges. Understanding the framework of control. The dichotomy of control divides life into two categories: things we can control, such as our thoughts, actions, and attitudes; things we cannot control, such as other people's opinions, the past, or unforeseen events. When we expend energy worrying about the uncontrollable, we drain ourselves of the focus needed to influence what we can change. The key to mastering this principle is learning to let go of what lies beyond our power and redirecting our efforts toward what we can impact. Applying control to everyday scenarios. Imagine being stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. You can't control the cars around you or the ticking clock, but you can control how you respond. Instead of succumbing to frustration, you might use the time to rehearse your presentation or make a contingency plan. In relationships, this principle is equally transformative. You can't control how others behave, but you can control how you communicate, set boundaries, and choose your reactions. By focusing on your actions rather than their outcomes, you reclaim your power. In the workplace, as Elena demonstrated, the dichotomy of control can help teams stay focused during crises. Rather than dwelling on the failed deal, her team brainstormed actionable steps to salvage their goals. This shift in mindset turned a moment of despair into one of productivity. Cultivating inner peace. Letting go of the uncontrollable isn't easy, especially in a world that often values control and certainty. However, through deliberate practice, you can train your mind to release anxiety over external events. Here are a few strategies. Mindfulness meditation. Regular mindfulness practice helps you observe your thoughts without becoming entangled in them. This creates space to recognize what is within your control. Journaling. Writing about your worries can help you identify whether they stem from things you can influence or things you need to let go. Mantras. Repeating affirmations like, "I focus on what I can control," reinforces this mindset. Practical exercises for mastery. Control audit. At the end of each day, list the challenges you faced. Divide them into two columns: controllable and uncontrollable. Reflect on how you handled each. Reframing practice. When something outside your control happens, consciously reframe it. Ask, "What's one thing I can do in response?" Visualization. Spend a few minutes each morning visualizing potential challenges. Focus on how you can control your actions and attitudes in those scenarios. Redefining success. By adopting the dichotomy of control, you'll begin to redefine success. No longer will it hinge on external outcomes, a promotion, a relationship, or societal approval. Instead, success will come from knowing you've acted with integrity and purpose, regardless of the result. As Elena left the conference room, she knew the road ahead wouldn't be easy. But she also knew that by focusing on what her team could control, they'd navigate the challenges with clarity and resilience. You, too, can find this peace and power. The journey starts with one question: what is truly within your control?